Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa. Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa. Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa. Buddhaṃ saraṇaṃ gacchāmi, Dhammaṃ saraṇaṃ gacchāmi, Saṅghaṃ saraṇaṃ gacchāmi, Dutiyampi Buddhaṃ saraṇaṃ gacchāmi, Dutiyampi Dhammaṃ saraṇaṃ gacchāmi, Dutiyampi Saṅghaṃ saraṇaṃ gacchāmi, Tatyampi Buddhaṃ saraṇaṃ gacchāmi, Tatyampi Dhammaṃ saraṇaṃ gacchāmi, Tatyampi Saṅghaṃ saraṇaṃ gacchāmi. Pānātipātā vīramani sikāpadaṃ samādhiyāmi, Adinādāna vīramani sikāpadaṃ samādhiyāmi, Kāmesu miccācārā vīramani sikāpadaṃ samādhiyāmi, Musāvādā vīramani sikāpadaṃ samādhiyāmi, Suramerya Majjapamadatthāna vīramani sikāpadaṃ samādhiyāmi. I undertake the precept to abstain from killing. I undertake the precept to abstain from taking what is not given. I undertake the precept to abstain from sexual misconduct. I undertake the precept to abstain from false and malicious speech. I undertake the precept to abstain from intoxicants which induce heedlessness. Karaniyang atta kusalena yantang santang padang abisamecha Saku ujucha sujucha suvachocha samuru anantimani santu sakocha subarocha appakichocha sallahuka buddhi santindriyocha nipakocha appagabo kulesu ananugido nachakudam samachare kinchiyena vinyupare upavadeyum Sukhino vakemino hontu sabbe satta bhavantu sukhitata ye kechipana bhutati tasavata varava anavasesa Digavaye mahantava Majjimarasakanukattula Dittavaye vaadita Yechedure vasanti avidure Bhutava sambhave siva Sabbe satta bhavantu sukhitata Naparo parang nikubeta Nyati manyeta kata chinan kanchi Vyaro sanapatiga sanya Jnanamanyasa dukkamicheya Matayataniyan puttang Ayusa eka puttang anurakke Evampi sababhutesu Manasang bhavaye aparimanang Mettang ca sabbalokasmim Manasang bhavaye aparimanang Uttang adocatiriyanca Asampadang averang asapatang Titang charang nisinova Sayanova yavatassa bhigantamido Etang satimaditeya Brahmangetang viharang idamahu Dittinca anupagamma silava Dasanena sampanno Kamesu vinayagedam Nahi jatu gabaseyang Punyayatiti. This is what should be done by one who is skilled in goodness and who knows the path of peace. Let them be able and upright, straightforward and gentle in speech, humble and not conceited, contented and easily satisfied, unburdened with duties, and frugal in their ways, peaceful and calm and wise and skillful, not proud and demanding in nature. Let them not do the slightest thing that the wise would later reprove, wishing in gladness and in safety may all beings be at ease. Whatever living beings there may be, whether they are weak or strong, omitting none, the great or the mighty, medium, short or small, the seen and the unseen, those living near and far away, those born and to be born, may all beings be at ease. Let none deceive another, or despise any being in any state. Let none through anger or ill will wish harm upon another. Even as a mother protects with her life her child, her only child, so with a boundless heart should one cherish all living beings, radiating kindness over the entire world, spreading upwards to the skies and downwards to the depths, outwards and unbounded, freed from hatred and ill will. Whether standing or walking, seated or lying down, free from drowsiness, one should sustain this recollection. This is said to be the sublime abiding. By not holding to fixed views, the pure-hearted one, having clarity of vision, being freed from all sense desires, is not born again into this world. Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu.
Let's see how far we can withdraw ourselves from all kinds of mental activities or office works. Mathematical, logical, philosophical, critical, judgmental, and scientific activities. How far we can just be observers to all these office works. If they are going on and on, At the same time, can we feel this moment? Just feel. If we experience some sounds, if we do some hearing, let's see how far we can feel them. No criticisms, no judging, no judgments. Can we feel the melody of whatever we hear, each sound and each hearing has its own melody. We are doing this meditation not as a duty or not as a responsibility because we love meditation. We love, we do love because we enjoy. We do it out of joy. We watch the mind because we like to watch the mind. We enjoy it. And we like to feel whatever we experience. We do enjoy it. We do nothing as a duty. We do nothing as duties. If no duties, then no burdens. Feel the heart. Feel the home. With this inner homely feeling, now you may open your eyes.
So, good afternoon or good evening, everybody. My name is Paul, and I have the pleasure to facilitate the question and answer session. So maybe you would you would like to raise a question, or you would like to share something about your experiences today, or maybe something was not clear that Upul said. And then you can share whatever you would like to share, or you can ask your question in two ways. At the bottom of your screen, you see the chat box. If you click on chat, then you have the possibility to raise a question. And if you send that to me, so you see to everyone, and if you click on the arrow, and if you send your question to me, my name is Paul, P-A-U-L, van Hooijdonk, then I will raise the question to Upul. So this is the first way. And you can also simply raise your hand and ask your question directly. So feel free to ask whatever you would like to ask, or to share whatever you would like to share. I'm going to have a look at the chat box. And at the moment, there is no question in the chat box, I see. So maybe we can wait for a little longer.
I would like to ask a question.
Okay, Claudia, please feel free.
I would like to ask about bowing. It's a tradition, of course, in especially the Asian countries, just ordinary way of paying respect and greeting each other. And of course, it is as well a custom or a practice, better to say, in the Buddhist tradition towards symbols of veneration, or as well to, of course, teachers, Kalyanamitas, and in monasteries, or to the monks and nuns. So I would like to ask Upul about he, of course, he grew up in an Asian country, and for him it's very natural. But for us Westerners, I think, we have learned it somehow later on when we have taken on, Buddhist practice, or when we have visited Asian countries. And I do develop, of course, a feeling for it and an understanding. But I would be interested to hear from Upul, especially after today's talk and topic, how to bow really in a good way. I guess, it's somehow I feel it's a stupid or silly question, but I guess it would be good to hear from somebody who grew up with it and who was lived with it so live, to have a more to have to hear his explanation about it. Thank you.
So did I understand you well, Claudia? You asked a question about bowing down, is that correct? Okay, a practice of veneration, and what does Upul has to say about this as being a born Sri Lankan, born in a Buddhist country? Thank you. Upul, we are listening to you.
Oh, my dear Paul, very happy to see your face once again. Yeah. And yeah, the question is, how do I see this tradition, bow down tradition, paying respect to others? Well, before I'm going to speak about my point of view on this question, I'd like to explain the tradition. The tradition is we pay respect to others who are older than us. This is the first criteria. In this Asian tradition, Sri Lankan tradition, we pay our respect to our elderlies, older than us, because of the age. Age is the criteria. Yeah, then our parents are there, teachers are there, adults are there. And parents and teachers are different. Teachers are more respectful than all the other elderlies because they show us the path, how to live. And then parents, yes, they are also respectful. We have human life because of our human parents, and they have done a lot in our childhood time. We couldn't grow up as a tree. We grew up because of our parents. And after that, yes, then, so it doesn't matter how parents are, doesn't matter how teachers are, doesn't matter how elderly people are. Simply we respect to them without going into details. But after that, then we pay respect to people who helped us with a feeling of gratitude, gratefulness. People who helped us when we are in difficult situations. So we had to keep those people in our hearts. That's important. Maybe they helped us once in our life. But we had to keep those memories forever in our whole life. Even though they did help us only one time in our life, doesn't matter. We should keep those memories in our mind as long as we live forever. We should not forget. And whenever we have chances, we have to pay our respect to them with gratefulness. So it comes from the heart. And then the next category is, now we are looking in this subject quality-wise, not age-wise, not their positions, or are they our teachers or parents? No, we are considering qualities. If somebody has good qualities, beautiful qualities than us, then of course we should respect to them. It's a meditation. It's a meditation to appreciate others' good qualities. It's our honor. And there are some more criteria in this subject, more criteria. One of the criteria is that, so first is that they helped us, that is past. They are not helping us now, but they helped us, is past. And the present, yes, they are helping us, so they are having good qualities now. So we pay respect, we bow down to them. And the next thing, they will be good. They were not
So I think again there is a Upul is back. Okay, please Upul, continue.
Yes, they were not good. They might be not good. Maybe at the moment, in the present, they may not good. They may not have so good qualities, but they will have good qualities. We call bodhisattva for those people who are fulfilling Buddhahood qualities. And one day they will be Buddhas, not in near future, in maybe 1,000 of years later, million of years later, doesn't matter. So at the moment they are very ordinary people. But one day they will be Buddhas. So by thinking in this way, we do pay our respect to them as well. Then the question is, how do we know who is Bodhisattva? Who is fulfilling Buddhahood qualities, so-called paramitas, Buddhahood qualities? Who is fulfilling? Because difficult to identify them from outside. Even they may do not know what they are doing. They may not aware. So therefore, anyone can be a bodhisattva. Anyone can. This is the beauty of this concept of bodhisattva. Anyone can be a bodhisattva. Anyone will be a Buddha in the future. Therefore, anyone can be a bodhisattva in the present. Who knows? Even animals. So from this point of view, all living beings are respectful. All living beings are respectful. We can respect to everybody without thinking twice. We can respect to everybody because of their past or because of their present or because of their future. But don't do it as a duty. Try to respect to others with the heart. It should come from the heart. Easier to bow down physically. It is easier, but very difficult to do it with the heart. Easier to do with the mind, not with the heart. Because mind is like an actor. So mind can act whatever. Mind can say, I bow down to you, I respect you, everything. But maybe heart is not there. Heart needs some feelings to respect to someone. Thinking is not enough. He was good, he is good, or she is good, she was good. They will be future Buddhas. That thinking might be not enough for the heart. Therefore, for most of our respects or bow downs are very mechanical and very, very habitual, but maybe beautiful. The physical way to bow down can be beautiful, but it's empty. No feelings, no heart. The heart may say, I don't want to bow down to you. I don't want to respect you, but everybody is respecting to you. Therefore, the body is doing this. The mind is doing, but not the heart. The heart needs some witness, some feelings. Sometimes it comes suddenly. Suddenly we meet somebody and the heart has this feeling, oh, he or she is special. So that feeling comes. There is no logic. Logically, we cannot prove how it comes, but it may come suddenly. Or sometimes we had to be with somebody for a longer period of time. And then slowly, that faith, the seed of faith is planting and rooting in our heart. So it takes time. So there are two ways. One is sudden respect, sudden faith can come. And the second way is it's a process. In the beginning, no feeling. Everybody says he's good or she's good, but we don't have that feeling. But after being with that person for a good enough time and observing what that person is doing closely, then yes, then slowly our heart says, oh, something is there, some speciality is there, some divine message is there. He or she is not an ordinary being. So anyhow, physically we can bow down. Just physically we can bow down as a puppet, as a ritual. And And verbally also, we can say, I respect you. But maybe mind is not there. Mind is doing something else at this moment, criticizing that person. No. So we can bring our mind there. We can ask this question, dear mind, can you appreciate this person? Can you see at least one good quality of this person in this person? Can you be grateful for this person because whatever he or she has done for us or for the world? So if the mind says yes, then mind is there too, the body and the mind. But the difficult part is our heart. We cannot force. How much we force, that much heart is going away. So it takes some time. Let the heart comes forward by itself. So my point of view is the best way to respect to anyone is just following the teachings or instructions. That is the best way to respect to anyone or to bow down anyone. If you want to bow down somebody, if you think that somebody is special, then please follow that person. Please, that is the best way.
Can you please repeat the last sentence? It was not coming through correctly.
Last sentence.
When you said the best way to respect somebody else, that did not come through clearly. Maybe you can repeat that, Opu?
Yeah, the best way to respect or to bow down to anyone is just by following his or her way, teachings, guidance, instructions. Without following, whatever we do to respect to that person is useless, empty, no meaning. So the best way to bow down to whomever is just follow.
Thank you. That was clear. So I will try to briefly summarize this beautiful answer. How do I see this tradition, said Upul? It is an old Sri Lankan tradition to respect others. There are a few criteria. The first one is we bow down to people who are older than ourselves. Age is the criteria. Secondly, we bow down to parents and to teachers. We pay respect. They show us how to live. Parents gave us life. They raised us. And it doesn't matter how they are. The third category is people who help us. So we bow down out of gratitude. We are grateful to them when we are in a difficult situation. Even if they help us just once in our life, we don't forget that, and we bow down every time we meet them. And this bowing down comes from the heart, not from the mind. The fourth criteria is that we recognize some good qualities in other people, some beautiful qualities, and we bow down out of respect for that. And then there are some more criteria. For example, when we see that people will have good qualities in the future, in the Buddhist tradition, those people are called bodhisattvas or Buddhas to be. And at the moment they can appear very ordinary. So how do we recognize those people? They may even not know themselves that they are Buddhas to be, that they are bodhisattvas. Anyone can be a bodhisattva in the present, and that is why all living beings are worthy of respect. So we can respect people or bow down for people for what they have done in the past, in the present, or for what they will do in the future. Don't bow down because you feel obliged as a duty. It should come from the heart, not from the mind. The mind is an actor, but when it comes from the heart, a feeling goes with it, a feeling of respect. So we don't bow down in a mechanical or a habitual way that is only empty. And sometimes this feeling may arise suddenly. We are overwhelmed by a feeling of respect and we bow down. Or sometimes that comes after a long time, after we know somebody for a long time, then a certain fate arises and we bow down to that fate. We see that some divinity is there. We can bow down physically, but important is to bring our mind and especially our heart to this act of bowing down out of appreciation or gratitude. And then the last thing that Upul said was, the best way to respect somebody is to follow his or her teaching. So Claudia, do you have anything to add or anything to ask more about this?
Well, thank you very much.
Thank you. So I see that there are a few questions in the chat box. There's a long question from Christian. If the mind behaves like a prison, a thought-made one, but the mind is just a tool, but getting absorbed into thought is pure suffering or dukkha, so satipatthana is the tool to escape from this trap. How it is then to understand when the Buddha says this is Maya or illusion, entanglement into the thought process is false concentration or distorted view, how to raise this insight which cuts through the illusionary veil. So let me see. So basically Christian says the mind is a prison, the mind is just a tool, so getting absorbed in this prison, into thought, that is suffering. Satipatthana is the tool to escape from this trap, the trap of being caught up in the mind. So how it is to understand when the Buddha said, this is Maya or illusion. Entanglement into thought processes is false concentration or distorted view. So Upul, basically the question that Christian raises is, how can we have the insight that cuts through the entanglement with thought, the prison of thought? So again, we are listening to you.
Thanks, Paul, to make that Christian's question understandable. And thank you, dear Christian, for asking this beautiful question. Well, yeah, exactly. I totally agree with you that the mind is a tool. The mind is a tool. But how many knows this? How many knows that the mind is a tool? And how many times we are using the mind with this understanding, I am using this tool only for this purpose. So I am taking this tool into my hand. Now I am using this tool and now it's finished. I am keeping that tool in the right place. Are we using the mind in this way? I don't think so. Instead of that, the mind is using us. The mind is using us. So we became or we become tools to the mind. The mind becomes the master. The mind becomes the master. The mind is mastering us. We are not mastering the mind. So that is the way how we become imprisoned. It is not happening because of no. It is happening because of our weaknesses. So please understand this. This happening is existing not because of the power of mind, us, because of our weakness. Therefore, we have to do something. If it happens because of the power of mind, then nothing to do. We have to just bow down to the mind, just to surrender to the mind and say, don't, please do not make us as prisoners. Please release us. We can pray. The praying is the only, this is happening because of the power of mind. No, this is happening because of the weakness of you and me, the weakness. Therefore, we can do something, not to the mind, to ourselves. What we can do? We can be mindful. We can be aware. As Chris says, the Satipatthana or mindfulness establishing mindfulness. By doing this, we can be stronger. And then the mind is unable to keep us as prisoners inside of it, inside of whatever thought. If we start to watch it, I always say to observe or to watch, that is the function of mindfulness, to observe or to watch. So to watch or to observe, we need some distance. If you are inside of something, then we cannot see. So we had to maintain some else and the mind. So that we can do with the mindfulness. So now we are outside of the prison. Outside of the shell So whenever we are mindful, then we are not in the present. We are out the course is, are we mindful or are we not mindful? That's our are we aware or not aware? If we are aware, then we are not suffering. If we are not aware, then of course we have to surrender to whatever mind relation. Therefore, it is, as Chris says, it's Maya. It's a Maya or illusion. Even the prison is an illusion to the mindfulness, because when the light is there, then the darkness is not there. Then what is real is darkness, and the light. What is Maya or illusion is the darkness. So suffering is an illusion, but it is real when we are inside of thoughts, inside of emotions. It happens because lack of awareness or lack of mindfulness. And when we cultivate awareness or mindfulness up to good enough level, then no prison, no suffering, no cells. Then thoughts might be there, but they are not jails anymore, because no prisoners inside of them, no suffering. And everything is Maya. We can say the whole existence is an illusion. The whole existence is an illusion. So this is the end of suffering according to the Buddhist point of view. The end of the suffering can be true.
Okay, Christian, I think that Upul has finished the answer, otherwise he will continue in a moment. Anyway, I will make use of the time to try to summarize what he just said. He said, I agree with you, mind is a tool, but how many know this, that the mind is a tool? How many can say, now I am using this tool, and now I'm not using it, I am putting it aside? We do not use the mind like this. Usually, we are used by the mind. We have become tools of the mind. The mind has become the master. That is our reality in most of the cases. And that comes because of our weaknesses. Therefore, we have to do something. What can we do against being used by the mind? We can be mindful or we can be aware. And that is when satipatthana, or the establishing of mindfulness, comes in. It makes us stronger. Then the mind cannot keep us as a prisoner. The function of the mind sorry, the function of mindfulness is to observe or to watch. And therefore, we need some distance. We need to be outside of the prison. When we are unmindful, we are in the prison. We are the prisoners of our mind. So are we aware or are we not aware? That is the question. That is the key. The darkness is not there when there is light. And light is this practice of this quality of mindfulness. When we are completely inside our thoughts and emotions, then there is a lack of awareness, there is a lack of mindfulness, there is darkness. So when we cultivate mindfulness, then we get out of the prison, and that is the end of suffering. So Upul, I don't know if you wanted to still add something, or it was because of a power cut that you ended the answer.
No, it is, I think, completed this end of the answer, end of the suffering, end of the answer.
Okay, thank you. So Christian, is this a clear answer for you? You can first unmute yourself.
Yes, thank you very much. And I think the last thing he said, when we come to this awareness and if we cultivate it, we also not only see the end of illusion, we also see the end of suffering, not only the end of suffering, we also see the end of illusion, because then we can see that the trap, the mind prison is also illusion, but it's only if we are aware. Thank you. Very good. Very nice.
Thank you. There are several questions in the chat box. A question from Venerable Dhammavipa. In today's talk, dear Upul, you referred mainly to the intellectual mind opposed to the heart. So the question is, in the talk today, did you refer mainly to the intellectual mind as opposed to the heart? So is it the intellectual mind that is actually opposed to the heart, if I understand the question well? So again, I give the word to you.
Thanks, Paul. Dear Venerable Dhammadeepa, they are not opposite to each other, like office and home. So they are not opposite to each other and not going against to each other. But when we are in the office, we have to work. There are responsibilities, duties, and we had to activate all these activities like logical mind, scientific mind, knowledge, past experiences, critical mind, judgmental mind, everything, mathematics, everything. And maybe multitasking, we had to work faster. But when we are at home, we don't need all those things, none of them. So when we are at home, we have to be at home. We have to feel whatever we do. no duties, no responsibilities, but still we work. At home we work, but we work out of joy, to feed to our children, to feed to our beloved one. We do watering to the garden, to the plants, out of joy. It's not a duty, not a burden at all. So we had to differentiate these two lifestyles. We had to differentiate. So they are not against to each other, or not opposite to each other, but when this we had to understand very clearly, no office work at all. So I mean not only physically, but psychologically as well. Whenever we have to be inside of the brain, yes, but when there is no need, then we have to always be at our home. This is important. Otherwise, we think this is our eternal home. The brain, the head, the mind is our eternal home. Then we are lost. The game is over. We became imprisoned. No way to come out. This is not our eternal home. Even this is not our temporary home. This is just the office. Our home is here.
Thank you.
Okay, sister, this is more or less what Upul replied to your answer. So is the intellectual mind opposed to the heart? Basically, that was your question. And Upul said, no, they are not opposed to each other, like being in the office or being at home. In the office, we have to work. We have to multitask. We have to do many things. But at home, we also work, but that is out of joy. We feed our children, we water the garden, we water the plants, but that is not a burden. So we have to differentiate between these two lifestyles. And they are not opposite to each other. We have to understand that clearly. Whenever we have to be at the office, whenever we have to use our brain or our head, that is when we have to be there. Otherwise, we can rest at home. And we do not need to be permanently in the office. We do not to be permanently in the head. So I think that is more or less Upul's answer. Sister, is that a clear answer for you?
Yes, thank you. Yeah. I think can you hear me? Okay. Can you hear me?
Sorry, can you say it again?
Can you hear me?
Yes, we can.
Can
maybe
you
you can
okay.
Maybe you can put your camera a little more down.
Okay.
Thank you.
We had a power cut, but now it came just back. Thank you very much for the answer, to clear it up and to bring it again.
Thank you so much.
Thank you. Yes.
So I go to the next question in the chat box, but that is of somebody who has just left. Maybe it's good that I read that also, because so many people are involved who are mentioned here. Thanks a lot, Upul, for this inspiring retreat. Thanks, Mar, Paul, Claudia, the Nilambe organizing team, for all. Wish you all a happy and peaceful day. Tiruan Saranai from Tineke. So I see that there are no more questions in the chat box. Maybe somebody would like to raise a question live. So please feel free to raise your hand. I see that Mandy has a question. Please, Mandy, feel free.
Yes, thank you, Paul. Yes, today is a great day and I feel very happy and contented. Thank you so much for all of you, dear sisters and brothers, and also Teacher Upo. I can feel our distance are very short, and it's just like from my eyes to the screen, much closer than in the Nambi. And I want to ask the question is that today we learn to meditate with our heart. And I'm not sure if I was doing correctly. May I describe what I felt, and would Teacher Upo please advise if I was going the right way? And during the meditation, I know my mind was not thinking. And I'm quite sure that I was not sleeping. And I can feel a little bit warm in my head and body. And also I can feel quiet and calm. That's all I can feel in the meditation. Is it the way that I'm connecting to my heart or not? Can I have some advice on that, so that I can keep practicing in my future days? Thank you so much, Paul and Teacher Upo. Thank you.
Thank you, Mandy, for the question. So basically, if I understood it well, yesterday it was your birthday, is that correct? No, I didn't understand it well. Okay.
Every day.
Every day. So you are grateful towards Upul and towards your Dhamma friends, you said. You also said today we learn to meditate with our heart. I am not sure if I am doing it right, is what you said. During this meditation, my mind was not thinking. My body felt warm and I felt calm. So is that an indication that I am doing it correctly, that I am connecting to the heart? Basically, a warm body, a calm feeling, and a mind that is not thinking. Are these indications that I am doing it correctly? You would like to have some clarification about that. Is that correct? Thank you, Mandy. I give the word to our Dhamma friend Upul.
Once again, thanks, dear Paul. Oh, dear Mandy, for whatever reasons, today is a special day for you. Maybe your birthday or maybe not your birthday, doesn't matter. Well, yes, simply I can say yes, please do continue your practice. This is a simple answer, short and simple and sweet answer to your question. Yes, please do continue. And if you need more words, a longer answer for your question, then the first thing is the mind is asking this question, not the heart. We were meditating on our heart, so that's true. But now the mind wants to know, is it the right thing or right way or wrong way? We can see how the mind is involving to this meditation on the heart. We have to be very aware on this. And if we are if you are going with this question, comes from the mind, and of course we can write a book on that. But we are far away from the meditation, just fulfilling this. This is how tricky mind is involving to everything else. Dear Mandy, there are a lot of meditation techniques. So many techniques. And all the meditation techniques are methods, meditation methods to meditate on the mind. All the techniques are methods, meditation methods to meditate on the mind, So methods, systems, and techniques are going with the mind, not with the heart. Not with the heart. The mind needs a system. The mind needs a technique. The mind needs a method. All the methodological, systematical approaches. There is no any technique to meditate on the heart. It's beyond all the techniques. That's the beauty of heart. The beauty of heart is beyond all kinds of systems, systematical theories and techniques. So that's why I was trying to share with you this morning that just be an artist. Just be an artist. Don't think even that we are meditators. Instead of that, say, we want to be an artist. But the artist means not a professional artist. Whatever we do, even when we keep our phones on the table, we can keep it in an artistic way, not like just drop it. We can see how to we keep. What is the beautiful way to keep? Where are the beautiful place to keep it? So simple things, but we can create some artworks. We don't have to buy anything for that. With our ordinary activities, whatever we do in our ordinary life, we can do it with some artistic touch. There is no technique. No one can ask how to do it. There is no technique. That's why it comes with the creativity. The art comes from the creativity. So always feel this. Instead of a meditator, no, you are an artist. You are a poetry. You are a poetry. You are a dancer. Whenever you walk, think it's a dance, kind of dance. Walking is a dance. And then even you can enjoy your own walk. You don't have to do anything to change the way that you are walking. No, what we have to do is, what we have to change is the attitude. There are many techniques to walk, but just to dance, just to walk in a relaxed way, no technique, just relax, walk and relax, step by step relax. Then it becomes a dance for yourself, not for others. They don't know, but you feel that you are dancing while you are walking. And when you are talking to somebody, Just feel that you are a singing. You are a singing, not just a talking. You are a singing. So it comes from your heart. Your words become soft. It becomes soft, gentle, and your tone is also soft, and others can feel that, even others can feel then your softness. So you don't have to sing. Your natural talking can be a sing, a song. So this is the way to transform ourselves. It's a transformation. There is no technique to transform. So meditate with the heart, or meditate on the heart. It's a transformation. We have to transform our whole life from a systematical point of view to an aesthetic point of view. That's all. That's all. Enjoy the posture. Enjoy your arms. Enjoy your back. Enjoy your head. Be happy about it. And enjoy your in and out breathing. It is not a duty. Meditation is not a duty. So everything is an art, a dance, a poem, a song, a painting. That is the only way to meditate with the heart.
Thank you, Upul, for this artful answer. So, Mandy, let me have a look here. I think today is your birthday, is that correct, Mandy?
No, today is not my birthday. Why do you think that? Is it because I said that today is a great day to me?
Oh, great day. Okay. I understood birthday. Okay, excuse me.
I think today is a great day to me. I would like to have some explanation because of this retreat is really great to me. For every month I would looking forward to, and today's content is not only the content, but before the retreat start, I just thinking that I will see my family, you and all brothers and sisters. I have a warm feeling in my heart, and so I think today is a valuable day, and I can learn a lot from you, from teacher Upul, and also for the artful answer just now. It's very beautiful, and I'm totally agree that the mind is a cunning one, a cunning mind. It's cunning because I can see it in my question. But before Upul's advice, I don't know that. I just want to know am I going to the right way? And yeah. So
okay.
Very good, very good. I love it. Thank you, Paul.
Thank you. So thank you. So this is what Upul said. This is Upul's answer to your question. Do continue the practice.
Yes, I will.
If you need a longer answer, then the mind, be aware that the mind is asking this question, not the heart. It is the mind asking this question. The mind wants to know, am I doing it right? That's the question from the mind. The mind comes in even in the meditation of the heart. And this mind takes us away from the meditation. There are a lot of meditation techniques, and all those techniques are meditation on the mind, not on the heart. The mind needs a method, or the mind needs a technique, but there is no technique to meditation on the heart. Meditation on the heart is beyond all techniques. Just be an artist. That's Upul's advice. Just be an artist. Don't even think you are a meditator. Just be an artist. We can create a piece of art, an artwork. You don't have to buy anything for that. You can simply do that with your ordinary activities. And this art comes from our creativity. You are an artist, you are a poet, you are a dancer, and you can enjoy your piece of art. You can enjoy your artwork. Just relax, walk and relax from your heart. And then other people can feel the softness. Your natural talking can be like a song. Your natural walking can be like a dance. This is the way to transform. Meditation on the heart is a transformation. Enjoy your dance. Everything is an art. So, Mandy, is this a clear answer?
Yes, very clear and very beautiful. I love it. Thank you so much, Paul.
Me too. Thank you. Okay, we still have 5 minutes left. Maybe I can go to the chat box for the last time. There are 2 questions. I think I have to choose one. Something very practical from Venerable Dhamadipa. She asks, could we do another 3-day retreat this year, please? So this is a very practical question of Sister, our good friend, Sister Dhamadipa. Could we do another 3-day retreat this year, please? And then another question. Yeah, it's thanks. So Christian says thanks to everybody, to Upul, to Mar, to Claudia for hosting this event and for the selfless generosity. Thank you, Christian. So, and one new message came in from Claudia. Thanks to all of you. I totally agree to what Mandy just said. I totally agree with what Mandy just said. Retreat Sundays are holy days, and I'm looking forward to every month. Thank you. Holy days. This Sunday is a holy day. So maybe, Upul, before I give the word to you to come to a conclusion of this one-day retreat, I would like to mention to everybody what I say every time. If somebody would like to support financially, that is possible. As you all know, the Dhamma has been given for free of charge, free of a fixed financial contribution for thousands of years. But of course, people can contribute something if they feel that this tradition, it is important that this tradition continues. So if you feel like doing that, you're very welcome to do that. And you can find the bank account number on the invitation that you received from Mar, from our host. And it is her Spanish bank account number that you can use if you want to give dana. if you want to give a donation. So thank you already very much for doing that. And I see that there are some more questions in the chat box in the meantime. Yeah. Okay, simply read them out, Upul, and then I give the word to you. 3 more. When can we come to Nilambe live? Is a question from Christian. Then a question from Mar, from our host. Can we mention YouTube? Can we mention the YouTube channel? I don't understand. Can we mention on the YouTube channel the voice of Nilambe, I guess? So Mario, maybe you can say something about that. And then one more from VG Jaya Sundara. Much merits for your kind guidance, dear Upul, sir, dear Mar, Paul, dear Claudia, for all your efforts. Much merits to all of you, dear Dhamma friends. May the triple gem bless you all. So hereby I give the word to Upul to come to a conclusion. And maybe Mar, maybe you can first clarify your question, because that was not really clear to me.
Yes, maybe some of you don't know, we have a YouTube channel called The Voice of Nilambe, where we upload all the teachings that Upul is giving. So if someone cannot join or simply they come late, so normally after 2 or 3 weeks the retreat ends, we edit and we upload there all the teachings, all the meditations, all the activities that Upul is giving. So just that you can come in, subscribe, and you will receive all the updates, news every day. Every time that we update something, you will receive a message, and you can, yeah, if you want, you can watch it there.
Dear Paul, dear Ma, dear Claudia, and dear friends. Yeah, again, we are slowly coming to the end of this one-day retreat, monthly retreat. And it's nice to hear your feelings about the retreat, and it's good that to know that you are waiting for this day, and you are enjoying this day, and you are going deeper into the practice with all these activities. It's nice to hear. And yeah, somebody, I think somebody asked when can they come to Nilambe? Whenever you want to come, it's possible. And yeah, we can think about that 3-day retreat in coming future, when it is possible to do that 3-day retreat, online 3-day retreat. Anyhow, again and again, I feel how fortunate and how lucky I am to have such a beautiful spiritual friends like you. Thank you very much. Thank you very much for being beautiful spiritual friends to Nilambe and to myself. Nilambe and myself are always feel gratefulness for you. And if we have another chance, we can meditate together. Till that, my dear friends, practice. Wherever we are physically, no matter, we can meet and we can touch and we can exchange our experiences whenever we meet in the practice. It is always happening. We may aware, we may not, but it is happening. Therefore, we are not alone in this path. So that's a beauty. That's the beauty of this spiritual family. And thank you so much, my dear friend Paul, for being a moderator for this retreat again and spending your valuable time for all of us to understand each right communication. So I hope and I wish you to have a beautiful day and beautiful time wherever you are. Even if you are in Belgium or somewhere else, no matter. And dear
I'm in
Ma,
Spain. I'm in Spain at the
and dear
moment.
Claudia. Oh, good. Oh, nice. Thanks, Paul. And dear Ma and dear Claudia, you are organizing this retreat as a Nilambe organizing team. On behalf of Nilambe organizing team, you have organized this one-day retreat again. And therefore, we all get a lot of benefits and a lot of understanding and some nice feelings. So we all are grateful for both of you, dear Mar and dear Claudia. And we are not forgetting both of you as well, as long as we live. And my dear friends, I'm always happy to have such a beautiful spiritual friends like you. And again, I would like to say that I am fortunate to be a meditator because of many reasons. One of the reasons is because of you. So let us meet again and again, and let us walk together as much as possible, as long as possible, until we realize this, that everything is an illusion. Till that, let us be dancers and singers and painters. Thank you very much. Good night.